Hello, hello. So today let's talk about three daily desk habits that may trigger your neck pain. Now, we as an executive mom, you may not be unfamiliar with neck pain. And when you have that constant mental load, meetings, decisions, school, house chores, logistics, deadlines, everything, most of it happens when you're focused, looking at a screen and you're thinking under pressure, as in under mental pressure. So when your neck starts to tighten up by midday or towards later in the afternoon, you probably ignore it and then you keep going because there's just so much to do. And you assume it's stress, you may think it's poor sleep, and you push through. And of course, it can be stress, it can be lack of sleep or just the stress of the day. But neck pain that builds up throughout your workday is usually not just that random stress or lack of sleep, it's your body responding to that sustained screen posture. I'll explain what I mean by the screen posture, cognitive load, and that low-grade nervous system alert, or the fact that your nervous system is on that alert all the time. It's not your neck is failing you, it is signaling that it is overloaded. So, in today's video, let's talk about three desk habits that can potentially trigger or cause your neck pain. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck and nerve pain, despite low energy levels and brain fog. Now, I do this by giving you simple exercises, some easy lifestyle modifications, some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain and adrenal fatigue journey. Those of you who are familiar with adrenal fatigue know there are lots of symptoms. However, the main ones that I had were low energy levels and brain fog, or mummy brain, as it is sometimes called, basically lack of focus. And when you have these two, it's very difficult to get through your day, leave alone managing your aches and pains. But anyway, here I am with my personal experience and my professional expertise, hoping your pain relief journey is not as long as mine was. So let's get back into the topic for today and let's talk about the three daily desk habits that may be triggering or causing your neck pain. Now, one of the main things that can be responsible for this is your head is literally living head of your body. Let me explain that. It's not that you are careless about your neck posture or you're not sitting in the right cause you're sitting not sitting in the right posture, but because you are focused. When we are focused, we lean towards the screen like this. You read the text closely, you type quickly, but what happens is when you are in this forward head posture where instead of your earlobe being in line with your shoulder, you are actually forward. So if you drop a line here from my earlobe, it falls in front of my shoulder rather than it being in line with the tip of my shoulder. So when this forward head posture happens, there are a lot of stresses that are built up around your neck and cervical spine. There is a statistic that says every inch you move your head forwards increases the load on your cervical spine dramatically. So your head roughly weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. But when you drift forward, your neck experiences it more like a 40 to 60 pounds weight. Now, the dull, achy pain that builds throughout the afternoon is that neck is doing that over time due to this forward head posture. And of course, the longer that your neck stays in this posture, the more your nervous system adapts to it and starts to treat it as normal. Now, over that time, over a period of time, that constant load, that tension becomes pain, right? The other thing could be that when you're sitting at your desk, you're holding your shoulders up like this. Obviously, unknowingly or knowingly, you are shrugging your shoulders up. So, this one is quite sneaky, actually. You may start off in a correct posture with your shoulders all nice and relaxed down. However, when you're concentrating or when you have that mental stress of work or housework or whatever you're doing, um, without realizing, your shoulders will creep up, right? And it may not be like all the way, but a little bit of a shrug here. It's not dramatic, but it can lead to shrug shoulder. It can lead to a lot of slouching as well. Now, what happens when you actually shrug your shoulders? There is a muscle, there's a lot of muscles that are involved, but the main one is around the shoulder area here. It these muscles can get switched on for hours or a couple of like a stretch of time when you are shrugging your shoulders. They cannot fully release or relax. So it hovers in that low grade tension, muscle tension, as you move from task to task or minute to minute, hour to hour in the day. By the evening or mid afternoon or late afternoon, your neck and shoulders start to feel really heavy, tight, irritated because of this constant bracing that your shoulder has been, the muscles of the shoulder have been doing all day. So this is not a posture failure, really. It's a response that your body has. Of course, you're in a poor posture, but not just branding it as poor posture, but knowing that yes, I am sitting in a poor posture because my body is responding in such a way. There is a demand for my body for my muscles to be in that tense posture, and you need to then work on it. We'll talk about how you can fix this. So, the third one that I wanted to talk about is you're sitting still for too long, even if you're sitting in a good posture, even if you have the perfect posture, even if you sit up straight, you've adjusted your chair, probably using an ergonomic chair, like okay, the Zoom cuts it out, but I have an ergonomic chair. Maybe you're using an ergonomic chair like that, and you have like the perfect posture ever. However, even the most perfect posture can become painful when it is prolonged static posture. Our bodies are not meant for prolonged static postures. So every joint, your spine, they all need movement. Your discs need circulation, your nerves need that space. When you sit in a position for a long period of time, or for that matter, stand for a long period of time, compression builds up in that cervical spine, or rather throughout the spine. That stress on the spine will increase the muscle guarding. Guarding leads to tension. Tension feeds pain. So it's not just about sitting in a good posture, it's about interrupting that load that builds up on the spine consistently throughout the day. So, what exactly can you do? Now, I have written a blog on this topic, which is called Three Desk Habits that may be triggering your neck pain. That has got a video in there which gives you tips to fix the warm posture, as it's called, which is forward head posture, rounded shoulder, that mid back or thoracic pain. That video takes you through step by step what you can do. It also has a free video guide on quick and easy desk-based exercises to avoid spinal and joint pain. Now, these are simple, easy exercises that can be done under 2 to 3 minutes. Of course, if you want to stretch it, you can make it like 5, 10 minutes. These can be done while you're sitting at your desk, you're sitting in your house, you're watching TV, Netflix, at your desk, anytime. So, basically, that small shifts are really, really important. It is one of those small things that really matter a lot. So, if I was to make that one change, this is something that I would do. I will leave a link to that blog in the description of this video. And if you're watching me on Instagram, link is in my bio. If you are a busy mom like me and you can't be bothered to look for it, that's okay. Just leave a comment below this video, whichever platform you're watching it on, or um, message me and I will send the link across to you. So don't forget to check out that blog. It has the solutions to the problem that we're talking about. It has the desk-based exercises video guide. Alrighty, if you have any questions, any comments on today's video, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.